Hey, welcome my YouTube channel. Now I tell a emotional story. Let's get start. In a small village surrounded by endless green fields and muddy roads lived a boy named Rahat. Every morning the village woke up to the sound of birds chirping and the soft ringing of cowbells. The golden sunlight would spread across the rice fields like a warm blanket, making everything look magical. But behind that beauty there was a quiet sadness that only a few could feel. Rahat was one of them. He was only 12 years old, but his eyes carried dreams much bigger than his age. His house was made of tin and bamboo, with holes in the roof that let rainwater drip inside during storms. At night, when the wind blew hard, the house would shake like it might fall apart any moment. Still, Rahat never complained. His father, Karim, was a day laborer. Some days he got work, some days he didn't. And on those days, the family had to sleep with empty stomachs. His mother, Amina, always tried to hide their struggles behind a smile. She would say, "Everything will be okay, Rahat. One day you will change our life." Those words stayed in Rahat's heart like a small burning light. A dream. Different from others. Most children in the village didn't go to school regularly. They helped their families in the fields or worked in small shops. But Rahat was different. He loved studying. Every day he walked 5 kilometers barefoot to reach his school. His school bag was old and torn, and he had only one notebook, but that didn't stop him. His teacher once asked, "Rahat, what do you want to become in the future?" Rahat stood up slowly, his voice soft but full of determination. "Sir, I want to become someone who can remove poverty from my family and help others like us." The whole class laughed, but the teacher didn't. He looked at Rahat with pride and said, "Never stop dreaming. Big dreams come from small places." That day, Rahat realized something important. Even if the world doesn't believe in you, one person's belief is enough to keep you going. The night. Everything changed. One stormy night, the sky was filled with thunder. Rain poured heavily and the wind howled like a wild animal. Inside their fragile house, Rahat and his parents sat quietly. Suddenly, there was a loud crash. Part of the roof broke and water started pouring in. His mother quickly tried to save their belongings. His father rushed outside to fix the roof, but the storm was too strong. Rahat stood frozen. For the first time in his life, he felt helpless. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he whispered to himself, "Why are we so poor?" That night, Rahat didn't sleep. He looked at his parents, tired, wet, and exhausted, and made a silent promise. "One day, I will change everything." A small light appears. The next day at school, Rahat couldn't focus. His mind was filled with worry. After class, his teacher called him. "Rahat, what's wrong?" Rahat hesitated, then told everything: the broken roof, the storm, the hunger. His teacher listened quietly, then placed a hand on his shoulder. "Life will test you, Rahat, but remember, every problem is also an opportunity." He gave Rahat a small book. "This book contains stories of people who changed their lives from nothing. Read it." That book changed Rahat forever. The beginning of change. Every night, Rahat started reading under a dim kerosene lamp. He read about people who were poor, just like him. But they didn't give up. They worked hard, they learned, they believed, and they succeeded. For the first time, Rahat felt something powerful. Hope. A new journey. Starts Rahat decided he would not let his situation control his future. He started helping younger kids in the village with their studies. In return, some families gave him a little food or small money. It wasn't much, but it was a start. His mother noticed the change. One evening she asked softly, "Rahat, how did you become so strong?" Rahat smiled and said, "Because you believed in me, Amma." Tears filled her eyes. Tears filled